Welcome to Create to Live podcast, the podcast where social media meets business and big dreams turn into bigger results.
Whether you're an entrepreneur, content creator, or a 9-to-5er, building your side hustle, you're in the right place.
Each week, we bring you actionable tips, inspiring stories, and insider strategies to help you grow your brand, monetize your passions, and create the success you seek. We are your hosts, Sherelle from Blue Wall Media
and Davon from Booker Consulting.
Together, let's create the life you want to live. Hey, y'all.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to another episode of Create to Live podcast. We are super excited to be able to get into this specific episode, and I think this one is really going to shock a lot of people. The question is, should you quit your 9-to-5 to seek a career in content creation?
And I guess we also how to maintain 9-to-5 while doing content creation, because I feel like it depends on where you at and what you're doing and how you're doing it. So I know a lot of content creators be making content for real, but they might have a side gig. But also, it's a lot of content creators that's making a lot of money. So it just depends on the situation that you got for real. In this episode, we want to break down the mindset shifts, financial planning habits, and strategic goals required to make a smooth and successful transition to become a full-time content creator or a full-time content creator and a full-time 9-to-5er.
When it comes to leaving your 9-to-5 to pursue a career in content creation, it's very important that you ask yourself these questions and be very real with yourself, because at the end of the day, you can't blame anybody else for you quitting to go pursue your dreams. So you really have to make it happen for yourself, and you have to prepare yourself mentally, physically, and financially to be able to seek it. So the question you asked was,
do you think content creation is easy for real? Is it hard to create content?
Me personally, being a literal content creator and this being like my career, I would say that it's challenging, because it's not hard to pick up a camera and talk to a camera. That's actually the easiest part of it. The hard part of it is strategizing and actually growing when it comes to creating content. Because you can create content, but if your content isn't good and your content isn't growing anything and it's not impacting people's lives and you're not making any money from it, is quitting the 9-to-5 really the smartest move?
I don't know. I feel like content creation is like reaching a dream. And you're like, I'm going to do this dream until it work. And then like you saying, like, am I even doing the right thing to it work? And then like, are you even improving? Because I don't know. I feel like I done changed a lot just with Instagram. It's interesting because when I see people keep on creating content, so I like, they know how to do it now. But I'm like, y'all not liking, like, why is it not good enough for, like literally I see somebody like out of kind of like, yeah bro, I see you posting on Instagram, like, and I'm like, I've never seen no like one thing.
And see, that's the other thing with content creation when you're pursuing that career. In a 9-to-5, you have like those 90-day questionnaires to see, tracking how well you're doing. You see if you get a promotion, okay, that lets you know, okay, cool, you have some kind of metrics as to how you're doing in your job. Content creation,
a paycheck too.
Yeah, you get a paycheck. You get a consistent paycheck on that part.
Yeah, you just not gonna create. I haven't seen one paycheck for content creation.
Exactly. Content creation is not the same. Your metrics and how well you're doing is based off of followers, like your likes, your engagement, and if you possibly get paid. But with that, it takes so much time.
I think also it does take time, but then you look around and you like, does it take time? Because somebody might post one day, have a bunch of followers, and like, I'm the king. And you're like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
And you got, as we talked about Jackie from last week. Last episode, we don't know when she really blew for real, but all we know, she posted for X amount of years, but somebody just started like, oh, look at Jackie. I just want to be like her.
And I think that actually transitions into the next question that you have to ask yourself is, what is your mindset going into content creation? What is your goal? What is your end goal? And are you prepared mentally to go through all that you're going to have to go through until you can get to the level that you want to be at? Because content creation is not instant gratification. It is delayed gratification on so many levels, because you can spend 2 weeks on one video and say, this is the best video I ever made, and that do the worst out of all your videos. But you could do a video that you just threw together in 30 seconds, 30 minutes, and that's the one that goes viral.
But also, you could spend 2 weeks on video and it goes viral. You could spend it on a couple minutes and people like, that was trash. So it works both ways.
It really does.
I mean, just don't start creating trash videos for 2 seconds
just to see if it goes.
Like, it's a mixture. Like, it's so subjective. Like, even though we said that, it's really no like metric. Like, I feel like honestly, content creation is fairly new still. Like,
it is. It's definitely a new career, because it's basically, content creation is basically the 9 to 5 for filmmakers, if that makes sense. Like, movie directors, producers, actors, except with content creation, you're all of that in one. You don't, it's not like having just a team. I mean, unless you got the money for a team, then yeah. But content creation, it's a whole new industry. There's so many smaller industries in this industry, and there's so many niches that you could actually grow and do in this genre of work.
That's true. So it's like, what do you want to do for real?
And I think it's very important to have strategic goals before you go and quit your 9 to 5, because there have been a lot of different people that be like, oh, I really hate my 9 to 5. I can just do content creation. Like, I'll just do that. I see them all making money. And it's just like, do you know have you looked into the heartache that content creator is going through? Because yeah, they may be having fun on social media, but have you heard about the days where they had to skip meals because they couldn't afford it? Have you seen the days that they were bawling their eyes out because they were denied access to, to a brand deal, or a brand deal got taken away that they were planning on using to pay their rent?
Look, we got a perfect example, because I guess it's different when the person paying. I paid for my birthday trip. She said, baby, you gonna get the money back?
Exactly.
I ain't heard from them since.
That's literally a prime example.
Sherelle ain't talking about that.
I think about it a lot, actually.
She don't talk about it, though.
Well, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. So basically what he's talking about is, my company, we were working towards working with a hotel to spend the night and to do like a brand collaboration type of thing. Well, the hotel's code was not working, and so they said, okay, just pay and then we'll pay y'all back. They did not pay us back, and then when we reached back out to them about the deal and everything, silence. No response, no nothing. Reached back out to them, still no response. That was 6 months ago.
Long story short, that deal failed. And it was like, yeah, we love the video, da-da-da. Did you send your videos in?
Yeah, my videos are in this folder. I sent multiple. I sent more than I was planning on doing. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to content creation, are you prepared for moments like this where you did all this content and they deny all of it? Say they're going to pay you, but then they don't actually pay you.
Another one, we went on another trip. We didn't like the services that provided, so we texted them for some recommendations. They ghosted us. I be texting a lot of people brand deals. They just ghost me. And
that's a part of the career of being a content creator.
And then you got your like fan, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you're like, no, I believe it's gonna work. And it's I always think about it. It's easy to be like, it's gonna work and have the social proof and the proof that it's gonna work when it's working, but hard when it's not. So yeah, very interesting if you ask me. So should you quit your 9 to 5? I feel like it all depends on the status of your life and what you got going. I wouldn't fully go all out to quit on the 9 to 5 until that income is just about the same as your 9 to 5 income, or you saved enough money to withstand a hit you might take from content creation. And are
You
you?
might. You will.
Some people, like I said, some people, what they say, blessed, so they
I
might.
mean, true. But some people blow up and they're like, oh, I'm good. And then all of a sudden, they lose it all. Like Logan Paul. The Paul brothers, Logan Paul and Jake Paul. He had all the money, all the fame. He posted one video. Or actually, he had posted multiple. But this one video he had did got him canceled. He lost all his brand deals. Lost all good relationships with like so many brands, fans, things like that. He lost it all, and he had to literally, I think he took a whole entire year to rebuild his brand. And he had to come back completely different. So that's what I'm saying. There are some people, yeah, you are blessed for years and years, because he was one of the top YouTubers, top Viners, top Instagram people, and in one video, everything was stripped away. He was on the news on how bad it was. Like, if the world news and ABC, like yo local news is talking about it, that's a problem. He not even from your city and they talking about it.
Yeah, I can see that. You can see that. So, I think it's dedication to the grind. Dedication to yourself. And yeah, you really gotta. I think once you get to a step part in your consecration, you're like, oh, I'm feeling good. It's time to expand your name. Yeah, like Mr. Beast, he got chocolate now.
Literally.
So you just gotta take one day at a five. So I personally work a 9 to 5, so I'm like juggling 9 to 5. I say I'm a full-time creator, full-time like 9 to 5er, and I was literally posting every day. And when I look back, just the most I ever went viral like 4 or 5 times. And then, but that's like 4 or 5 times out of 365. And I
You said, wait a second.
and like out of a year posting, only 1,000 like followers. And then I asked people like, no, your content is great. So I'm like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Now like, all right, let me just switch it. Then I switch it, and then it's still not getting the likes or the money or anything. So I'm like, I don't know. It's just like you really just gotta do it until something works. It's like, I feel like it's like being an inventor, a content creator,
Scientist.
Yeah, like, okay, this concoction don't work. Go to the next one.
Literally.
But how many concoctions are you like, all right, I'm done. I'm just gonna go. Because you're like, I'm not seeing no money. I'm doing this. It's kind of embarrassing. Because nobody wants to try hard in a no try hard like generation. But people love content creators and love watching the social media. So it's like people are there to watch. And it's like being an athlete. Like, I can always go back to an athlete. Like, no one saw me at practice. No one was there when me and my daddy used to play catch in the backyard. No one was there when I go. My parents used to take me to work, take me to practice at work. Middle school, when I didn't make the basketball team. Football team when I was on B team. Next year I was on B team. Then I was on A team. I was on JV for a couple years. Then I finally get to varsity. And then they wasn't there when I had to change my position. First year on varsity with a new position. Nobody's there for all that.
None of it.
Are they like, okay, bro, on the field. If he get catched on, he shouldn't be because he's on the field. But they don't know like the whole
The process behind it all.
journey. And I guess athlete, it just make more sense to me because I'm like, oh yeah, that was for fun. And I think you got to bring it back to fun. Like, I didn't care about getting paid when I played Little League football.
That's true.
I would just get out there and play and be happy that my parents was there and go home and watch TV and go back to practice that next Monday. No money.
No money. He said, I didn't need it.
Facts. Like, even in high school, I just like, man, I just knew I wanted to go D1. I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to quit because I'm not D1 the first game of the season. Like, I went through a whole season hoping for, and I guess like consecration, you post one video, let's say that's game 1. You got a whole season.
Literally.
Man, maybe we should do like consecration like seasons. Like, how did I do this season? I feel like that'd be better for my mind. Might be better for your mind too. Like, all right, this season is going to be season 1 for a year, and then I have an off season for a month. That's something to keep your mind. A real consecration, probably like 2 weeks off season. Then, all right, season 1, how did that go? Look at your stats. All right, boom, done. season 2, right? Season 3. Like if you look at NFL players, like they 5th, 6th season, that's when they have a breakout season. Like if they come in hot, then they came in hot. But veterans, like they really have a good season in 6, like year 6, year 7. Like it's LeBron year, like year 20.
Yeah, he been doing this.
He been doing it, right? You know, like I didn't grew up seeing him playing. But imagine, like that's his content creation, basically, because he's on TV. Like I knew LeBron before I even seen him in person. I seen him this year in person, right?
Yeah.
I didn't pay either. So if I didn't get the job, I would have never seen, like, you know, like I'm taking it for granted, like, look at these guys. But like I'm grateful because, like, I remember I couldn't pay to see all these games.
Yeah.
Like I've never been this many like sports things ever in my life, and I play sports, right?
Yeah.
So but they've been creating content for years. Like I know these names like off the rip. And for example, like I know I'll give like Sherelle, she probably know J-Lo or Kim Kardashian or Sierra or Beyonce. But she have never met these people ever in her life.
That was called. I just met. I mean, not just met, but saw Beyonce for the first time in my life this year.
Ever.
Or not this year, but like last year. Yeah.
But she been knowing her. She talk about her. She got her opinions about her.
And did projects about her.
You did projects about this
School
woman?
projects.
And that woman don't know Sherelle.
Don't know nothing about
me.
me.
You don't know that you exist.
Don't care.
But guess what? Sherelle probably like...
I know facts.
This is like in her mind. Like,
literally. Randomly be like, Beyonce concert, I'm be on turn.
Yeah, like she's singing. But only reason Sherelle know Beyonce because she created content.
She did. And her music is her content.
Facts. And she withstand the times.
She withstood a band, a group, solo career, movies,
facts,
clothing lines.
She created content for many of years
in many of industries.
So we like, it's a year of content creation. Like the podcast, there's no way we should miss episodes because we haven't even reached a year. Beyonce been creating for years. Lauren been taking it for years. We go to Anika. What's her last name?
Who?
Anika, the YouTuber.
Jackie Aina?
Jackie Aina. She been creating content for years. Who else I was gonna have in my mind?
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast created content for years. Doechii, she just won the Grammys. If you look, she been creating content for years.
She was creating content for years. She had many transformations.
And this first time I ever found out about her.
Yeah.
So Sherelle told me this in comedy, but she said, ain't nobody watching us, so we could do whatever. But everybody else had the mindset when they first started. Like,
would we actually know Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar and Doechii and
I'm not gonna
LeBron.
Sing. I'm not gonna practice. Nobody knows me. Ugh.
That's a part of that mindset.
I'm gonna do whatever, you know. So I'm gonna quit I'm just gonna post whenever I feel like it. Okay, that might be once every month. You got 12 posts per month for a year. We said out loud, that is insane.
Yeah. It's like only 12?
So that means you gotta hope and pray that your only 12
at
posts
least one of them
are good enough to even go semi-viral. Like it's level to viralities, right?
Yeah.
So like if you get 1,000 views, you get like 5,000 views. You technically went viral. It just, how often did you go viral? You know, when Sherelle was creating content, she went viral. She was telling my mom had a stroke, but we still gotta get groceries, right? And then she felt that success, and I felt like she liked it so much, she stopped.
Liked it so much, I was like, I can never get better.
And I'm like, that wasn't even like super viral for her.
It wasn't like
she got 30K views. Like that ain't easy to come by. But
it definitely isn't. But I don't think I got that many followers from it. Even if I did, I don't think they stayed. Because I stopped creating content for real.
Yeah, she like don't create content to just go viral, and then the next week you like, I'm done. Because the people want more. That's the thing about content creation. Like, it don't matter if people watching or not watching. You still gotta create. If people not watching, you gotta create enough content so when people finally start watching, they're like, okay, she
They
created
have
good content. But when you popping, people gonna be one of your content. They're like, oh, she stopped, so I'm gonna stop following her. So either way, you gotta create content.
You literally have to create content no matter what, especially as a 9 to 5er or a person who's quitting their 9 to 5. You genuinely have to continue creating like on a daily basis. It's not something that you can be like, okay, I'm gonna have an off day today, and oh well, what's it called? I did more yesterday, so I don't have to do anything today. No, you gotta keep posting, keep creating, keep doing, because you never know what will blow, what will go, what will make you that first 1K or that first paycheck or that first 10,000 followers type of thing. Like, you don't know what will make the shift for you as a content creator. And even though it was spoken in confidence, it is definitely a reflection on my mindset as to far as like, okay, am I doing this for the views, or am I doing this for my goals? Am I doing this for the views, or am I doing this because people say I should do it? Am I doing this because I want to have a career in content creation, or am I doing this because I've seen that people can do it? People can have a career in it, and I want their lifestyle. Like, is it genuine? Is this pursuit for content creation for you, or is it for your ego?
Yeah.
So what are some tips on things that, what are some questions that you think that people should ask themselves, or can kind of give them a guidance on if this is the right time or not for them?
My tips is, man, I think about it as if you was playing Little League. If you haven't played this match, you play Little League. You going out there just to play the sport for the love of the game. You're not worried about NIL deals, likes, followers. Like, you posting because you just want to show people your skill. You're playing the game because you just love the game. And then, like, I think we got to get back into the art. Like, you doing the art because of the art. Like, I think even the first year, I think just now, like this year, I'm like, okay, I'm creating it because I just really just want to create. Like, it's been rare. I'm like, oh, look at the likes I got. I'll only ask for us, like, did you like this video? What you think? I'm like, you know, even like sometimes I think about it. I'm like, all right, let's go back into like, okay, let me just relax, enjoy the game, because I played sports for 12 years. I played football for 12 years. I ran track for 10 years. So, enjoy the process and realize, like, you're going to have to do something for a while to see the dividends, and not focus on instant gratification, but knowing, like, it's going to be a process for real. So that's me.
Agreed. My tip would be is think about some of the habits that you have right now that you think will have to change. And a way that you can see that, because sometimes we can be blind to our own bad habits, is look at the YouTubers or content creators that you want to be like and think about the habits that they do. Watch their morning routines, and if they wake up at 7 a.m. but you're like, oh well, no, the whole point of me doing content creation is so I can sleep in, well, that's probably not a good habit that you're gonna have to keep. Or the mindset of, after this I gotta go do this, after I work out then I go straight into editing, and then I edit for 12 hours straight, and you work more hours in content creation than you do in 9 to 5. Is that something that you actually want to have to endure? Because those are some of the sacrifices that you're going to have to make and shift into in order to be that successful content creator that you're striving to be like. So that's my tip. Look at the habits. Even ask people around you who know you well and pay attention to your lifestyle. Ask them, what are some habits that you think you should work on that you don't have good habits, and what are your bad habits, so that way you can also have outside perspective on what you need to work on for your life, so that if you do choose to pursue a career in content creation and leave your 9 to 5, you've already corrected your mindset, you've corrected some habits, so that you're better prepared for content creation. Because creating the content, that's one thing, but being the person who the person who can withstand the delayed gratification, the delayed success, the hardworking nights and not seeing things really happen for you in the quickness of it all. You have to have a certain mindset and habits to be able to withstand all of that. And so that's my biggest tip, is to become the person who can withstand all of those versus going into it because you want and desire a new life or a new lifestyle. Because say you do shift, you get all the things that you're wanting, can you steward well over all of that, or will you lose it all within the first year, the first 5 years, the first decade? So yeah, we hope that you guys enjoyed this podcast episode of Create to Love podcast, focusing on questions and factors to consider if you want to quit your 9-to-5 and become a full-time content creator or entrepreneur. We hope that you enjoyed this episode.
Much love to y'all.
We hope that you enjoyed this episode of Create to Live podcast. Make sure you tune in every single week to our podcast we release on Mondays. Subscribe, follow us. We are on Spotify podcasts as well as Apple Podcasts and iHeartRadio podcasts. If you want to follow us on social media, my social media is bluewall.media. That's BLUWALL.media on Instagram.
You can follow me at Davon.Booker, BOOKER, whole time. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you again for tuning in to Create to Live podcast.